Today, we are spectating Zed, an S+ mid lane assassin. With the recent rise of Ravenous Hydra, Riot has created a monster. What is it you want? 10 CS per minute, low cooldowns, seeing your opponent goes boom? He has everything you want and a little bit more. Let's go right into the gameplay. We're playing Zed versus Yone in the mid side of the map. You're going to see some clean mechanics going on from 420 Weep Slayer. The name is just amazing, nothing else to add. Aside of that, if we're talking about a Weep Slayer, look at the anime run. Ooh, look at that. That is some scary stuff. But let's go into the actual gameplay. This time we're spectating Zed versus Yone. In the jungle, we have ourselves the Mordekaiser versus the Lilia. In the top side of the map, we have two scary scaling champion. This is a Vladimir versus Gangplank. Both of them want exactly the same thing. This is actually pretty funny. And in the bottom side of the map, we actually have an Ashe. But it's going to be a little bit different. You'll see. You'll see. This game is just amazing. Alright. So, the game starts. Let's get everything started, right? Let's get the minions into the lane. We know that we're playing versus Yone. We're going for a fast queue because Yone has a little bit better push than we do early on, and we don't want the minions to be like just around our turret. We want to get a little bit EXP, and then I don't know, try whether he just allows us to get the level 2 first. We're getting an amazing queue here. We know that the Yone will go for the third queue, so we just punish him for that. We're trying to go for one more. God dodge, man. What can we say? He's not... He just got them skills. Alright. We're getting all the CS. This is exactly what we want to happen in the earlier stages of the game. We're really not looking for anything too spicy early on. We just want to CS it and get as many CS as we can. Zed becomes like really strong around level 3. And from level 3, you can try to look for a little bit more aggressive trades. Again, perfectly CSing everything, dodging the Q, getting the E. We're playing a champion with energy. We don't really want to save the energy. It's not like mana. We can use it and make sure that we're getting all the CS still. We're starting it out with a long sword into the 3 potion because we're playing versus the Yone. So we're trying to see whether we can get the snowball going. Obviously, we have the Conqueror, so we don't have as much damage in the earlier stages of the game. As you can see, we're trying to get the Q on the minions, actually, rather than on the Yone. We're trying to push it out a bit, which Yone just outchoves us, so nothing too crazy going in the earlier stages of the game. Both sides are just trying to scale it up. Soon enough, you're going to see some crazy stuff going in here. Amazing mechanics. Like, this game just boggled my mind when I watched it first. But, yeah. We do see our jungle in the bottom side of the map. We're trying to get a little bit of show over here. If we will look, we do see the Lily over there, right? If it was you in the game, you can actually see that the Lily is not full health, right? She's actually even pretty low, I would say. So the Zed, we're probably looking for a shove and then rotate towards the bottom side of the map. We're pressing tab. We know that Lilia is standing on 29 CS. She was on 24, but she took a little bit of CS from the bottom side of the map. The Scuttle is up. We're just trying to deny that. We don't have anything too good to do in the mid side of the map, because once again, we're not really looking for kills. So we deny the Scuttle. We see the Blitzcrank. We W that. We don't want to get the Q. Go for the long route. There's nothing to search in the mid lane currently. We're playing it slow. Nothing spicy once again. Alright, we unfortunately get hit by Blitz's Q. We get our W. We're going out. That was a little bit unfortunate. We dodge Yone's third Q. We go in for the EQ. We almost kill him. We leave the Yone with 1 health. The Yone actually invested his exhaust in the trade, but we invested our ignite. That was so close to a like free 300. We're staying in lane. We actually have enough to get either Serrated Dirk or Warhammer. But we're trying to deny the enemy Yone from getting the EXP. The Yone actually answers it, so we're just going back because we saw Blitz and enemy Lilia around our lane not too long ago. We see that the Yone is pushing towards us. We cancel the recall because we do want to get the CS, as we said. We want to mitigate our losses. We get the 3 CS. We'll probably stay over here. We have more than enough to actually recall and buy the items, but we want to make sure that the Yone will have a little bit of losing over here. Yone obviously has to recall. Blitz has to go towards the bottom side of the map. We see the Blitz on the map, so we're not scared to go ahead for the CS over here. Afterwards, we're just recalling. You're probably going to see a serrated Dirk into longsword with a refillable, probably, because we have enough gold to afford it. Yeah. Serrated Dirk into the longsword with a refillable. The enemy Yone is going for the berserkers into Doran's shield. And soon enough, it starts getting nasty. With the Zed going for the Tiamat and start rushing the Ravenous Hydra. Ooh. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, but if I'm going Ravenous Hydra, why am I going for the Dirk, right? Well, the Dirk is still a really big spike for any assassin, so it's still better to start with your Dirk and then start going for your Ravenous Hydra. We see our opponent in the top side of the map with the Lilia. We're shoving the wave. Once again, look at the combo, by the way, if you guys are playing the Zed. Look at the combo that we're using for the wave. We know that our opponent is in the top side of the map. We want to make sure that he's losing the CS. So we're using the W, and we hit both our E and our Q on the entire wave. We know that the Lilia and the Yone are actually coming from the river. We're going for the fast plate. We can always just... Wait, if I'm pressing... We can always just W from here. But... Look at that wonderful mechanics. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is actually an interaction that happens pretty frequently in the Zed versus Yone matchup. So look at it again. Zed just uses his W and W again in the last second to dodge the Yone ultimate. Boop. Nothing happens. Yone has no ultimate in this matchup. If you're playing Zed, I would highly recommend to practice all of these small interactions and fully understand them. You can watch high elo Zed players. They're actually using every single interaction pretty frequently. We're getting the W into Q, perfect combo, but we don't have the electrocute, so the damage is not as high. The Yone is trying to bait us into the Lilia over here. There's no reason for, there's no reason for the dude to be over here. Our Mordekaiser is around, so we don't mind chasing it. We got one combo. This is the second combo. So, this dude is dead. 300 gold going in for the Zed. And this is the cool thing about... This is like, not the cool, but this is like the interesting things about assassins. We're not really looking for 100 to 0. We're not playing in 80 carry. We want one combo. Look, this is the first combo going in on the Yone. Wait. First combo. Yone is half health. And then we're searching for one more combo. Yone is half health. We have our ultimate, we don't have our ignite, but we still have enough damage to kill the dude. And this is exactly why we want the serrated Dirk. The serrated Dirk allows us to get almost 60% of someone's health and allows us to snowball the earlier stages of the game just a little bit better, right? We're trying to go for the Lilia. She is cutting the crap out of us. But we just auto her at the end. We get the Zed passive, and this is another 300 going in for another 300 for the Zed. We have enough for the Warhammer over here. We have 1.6k gold. We're getting the recall. Is this actually enough for the... I don't think that it's enough for the Duskblade, but I'm not entirely sure about it. The Yone does try to get the shove. He wants to make sure that the Zed will lose as much CS as possible. We're going to see W out of the fountain, going into the fountain and buying the items. We're going for Warhammer into Vampiric Scepter. Because once again, we're not going for Duskblade. We're not going for Eclipse. We're going for Ravenous Hydra first. And the main aim about the Ravenous Hydra is to make sure that we get that 10 CS per minute.
The Mordekaiser actually goes into the mid side of the map. He used the Herald, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, he used the Herald over here, so we're running towards the mid side of the map as fast as we can. Unfortunately, we're not really getting there in time. The Blitzcrank is in the mid side of the map. We're getting queued by the Blitzcrank. Great ultimate by the Yone. Just misses it once again, but that's fine. This is Master, by the way, so if they're doing it here, they will probably do it in your lower elo games. Q on the wave, again, we're not talking about the champion with mana, we can just use all our abilities for the wave. We see the Yone going for the bottom side of the map, but once again, we're trying to scale it out for the Hydra. WQ, wave is gone, bing bong, wave gone, and this is another 175 gold for us. We are really close to the Hydra. We're playing it more like an Irelia and a Yone on this build, where we're playing it slow. We're not really interested in trying to get the early leads, but rather we're trying to scale for our first item, get level leads, and then fight around our level leads. So this is the really interesting thing about this build. We're not trying to get the early snowball. We're trying to get the minion. Ashe going in for the Q. Good combo by Ashe. We were a little bit greedy on the ultimate. We didn't want to use it up until we saw the Lilia. And that leads into us dying. But that was a great ult by Ashe. That was actually a pretty nasty ult by the Ashe. Like, all the way from the bot side into the mid lane. And that actually means that it's almost a 4-second CC. Like, what can the Yone do? Sit under tower, die. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate for the dude. And also, we knew that the dude has no ultimate, so that thing was like, yeah, no-brainer.
If you're watching this video, you probably want to level up your gameplay. For the time being, I currently offer free coaching sessions. If you're interested, feel free to jump into our Discord channel and check all of the details right there. With all that being said and done, let's get you guys back into the video. Enjoy!
Alright, right here, we're going back into the lane. We are getting the pickaxe, actually. Do we have enough gold to get the Tiamat? Let's see. No. Wait. 1k gold. Let's fast forward it. So, if we sell our refillable, we can actually get the Tiamat. But we're opting for the pickaxe, and
let's actually go ahead and see whether this is what we're doing every game on this build. So League of Graphs, 420 Weeb Slayer, so this is actually what you're looking to do every single game. You're looking to go for the flat AD before you're going for the Tiamat here. The wave clear is not as important in the earlier stages of the game. While we are looking to snowball it, while we are looking to get the minion and get the wave clear and whatnot, the flat AD is still important for the kills. It's still important for the damage. We're looking for the early damage. Maybe we will get a kill on our opponent. And we have enough wave clear even without it. We can just poop, wave is gone. Poop, wave is gone. So we're going for the pickaxe. We have the Coalfield Hammer rather, and the Vampiric Scepter. We're going back into the lane. Yone is pushing towards us. He has a little bit of tempo on us. We don't see the Yone in the lane. Push. Get the plate, right? Push. The Drake is about to spawn. We have really good vision on that side of the map. And I think that we're looking to actually slow push both this wave and the next wave in order to roam into the Drake. Unfortunately, Blitzcrank is over here in the mid side of the map. Another great ultimate by the Ashe. We don't have our ult, so we're just killing the dude. This Ashe is a sniper, I'm telling you. This ult is actually such a high value spell. And recently with the rise of Ashe support, you're actually seeing like 24/7 Ashe ulting mid lane
almost in every single game. That's actually really funny. But yeah, we know that the Drake is up. We're pushing the wave before we're taking towards it. We have 2 people up. We have 4 people up in our bottom side of the map. And the opposing team only has 3 people with the Yone being down. We're going for the Drake into the recall. This time, we have enough to actually... Yeah, we have enough to actually finish the... not the entire Tiamat, but... Oh yeah, the entire Tiamat, but not the entire Ravenous Hydra. We don't want to miss this wave. We know that the enemy Yone is like back in lane. And then look at this great wave clear. We're not actually going to the mid lane to mitigate losses. We're going to the mid lane because we have such a great wave clear. And Yone can't even answer this. Look at how fast this is. W, Q, E, wave gone, auto, go back and like reset it. We're level 10 as opposed to the Yone being level 8, so we're really not scared. We have our ultimate up. We are trying to force a 1 versus 1. Unfortunately, Yone is thinking, so he's not going in. Unfortunately, Yone is thinking. So, just like we said, we have the Ravenous Hydra first item over here. Great things going on. Ravenous Hydra first. We still sit on the Dirk and the Longsword. We're not... Oof, another Ashe ultimate going into the mid lane. We're trying to get an ult. We didn't have enough range. A little bit unfortunate. But it is what it is. Yeah, again. We have the Ravenous Hydra. We're not trying to act... We're not buying boots. We just don't buy boots. It's a waste of gold. And this is actually something that you can see in this dude's match history. No matter who he's playing, he just ignores boots. He's playing Echo, Zed, all of these assassins. Boots, what are those? But in your games, you can actually go for the Lucidity boots. I personally believe that they offer a lot of CDR. And this is what we're looking for in that build. A lot of cooldown reduction. So, alright, we got trolled by the camera. Anyways, so you can try it out in your own games and see whether the CDR boots are good in your opinion or bad. I would recommend to actually buy them. 650 gold if I'm not mistaken for 20 CDR when we're only looking for a lot of CDR. Pretty valuable in my opinion. Although, even without it, we have more than enough wave clear, more than enough cooldown. What we're looking to do now is probably take the mid lane turret and then start going into other lanes and taking a lot of CS into turret, into jungle camps. We got like a lot of mid lane action actually. Another Ashe ult. Okay. That was a close one again though. We actually got a lot of action into the Zed, which is not what you're looking to do with this build. But we got all of that action because like it was a blitz mid lane with a lot of ultimates going in by the Ashe. But usually we're just looking to slowly farm and scale and then go towards the mid lane, turret, side lane, farm, another area. Look at that interaction once again. This is what I'm talking about. We're playing the Zed into the Yone. So look how we basically just cancel his ultimate and straight up ignore it. Last second, we use the W. We don't take damage. Yone dodged our Q. We got the kill with the Ignite, ult, Conquer. We are so strong in those fights. We get the flash out from the Gangplank. Unfortunately, we have to use ours. But this is a 1-4-0 and flash out. Lily is trying to stop us, but we're such a monster. We're so strong the longer the fight gets. Big wave clear, plus 100 health. Huge. We're 4-1-1, 150 CS, 15 minutes in, mid lane turret gone. So what are you doing now, right? After you have the mid lane turret, you're not looking to go towards the mid lane anymore. You're looking to go for like side lanes, pressure the side lane, and then go back into the mid lane. In this game, we have a Vladimir, so we probably won't go into the top lane yet. We will go into the top lane probably a little bit later, but there is no reason for us to be in the top side of the map at the moment. So we're going for the mid lane. We're catching the wave. We went for Eclipse, by the way, if you guys are interested about the item path thing. And then as soon as the wave is gone, we can start going for top lane, bot lane. Let's see what we're looking for. We see a lot of action going in from the top side of the map. We're getting more CS, or at least making sure that the jungler will have an easier time. And yeah, from now on, we are the top laner. We got the mid lane turret. There's nothing to ask there. We know that the Drake is going up in 1 minute, so we're drawing pressure towards the top side of the map. And now once we see someone around our lane, around the top lane, we can go for the Drake and get a favorable fight for us. 4 versus 5. We see a teleport going in for the Gangplank into the mid side of the map. He's probably trying to pressure it and then have prio for the Drake. But look at it. 1 Q, and now the enemy has a choice. They can either not match us, but that means that they're losing a lot of EXP. And we are getting the turret on top of that. Or they can take this, and we as Zed will just go for the Drake. The opposing team chose to go for the Drake, so we just continue the clear, insane wave clear, and then probably go towards the jungle. Yeah, we're getting the Q into the Gromp. We got the turret already. We're not really trying to go for this turret because we can't kill it. So let's go and get it, like, more gold, more gold, more gold. This is all we want. Actually, more gold and more EXP. We're standing on 170 CS in 17 minutes in, 10 CS per minute, level 13. And if we will look at the opposing team, we have a level 12 top laner, dodging another Yone ultimate, by the way. Blitz going in with the Hex Flash. Ashe ult actually missing. We're trying to get the Yone with an ult. He dodges it. We're trying to go back on him, but we end up dying. We got a lot of stuff for him, though. But then, again, if we will look at this game, let's look at the jungler. I don't know. Let's look at the jungler for now. If we will look at this game, we're talking about a level 13 Zed, as opposed to level 12 top laner, 11 jungler, 11 mid laner, 12 AD carry, and 10 blitzcrank. We want the EXP, we want to scale towards the mid and late stages of the game, and look how scary we are getting now, when we are so far ahead. Now you're probably asking, wait, but Foxy, why not going for the electrocute into a lot of damage? I'm getting trolled by the camera again. Alright, there we go. New camera, everything is cool. Anyways, so you might be thinking to yourself, wait, but Foxy, why not going for, I don't know, why not going for the electrocute Zed and get a lot of kills? Because who cares about kills when we can get double, like, just way more gold from just perfectly farming, right? You can get a kill, but what you can do on the other hand is press E and 300 gold. All, like, just like that, boom, 300 gold. We Q the wave, well, not 300, but 150. And then the next wave, plus another 150. And that was a kill, right? That thing was equivalent to a kill just there. And this is why we just love the Ravenous Hydra. We can clear waves really fast, rotate around the map, pressure it. We can see that people are trying to get us, but we just go towards the middle of the map. We have our Ws, we can play around the map properly. We apply pressure. We see that someone is around the top side of the map, so we're going for the mid lane and we're searching for pick. At this time, we're getting Blitz Q on our face, WQ, we get the Blitz, 600 gold goes in for us. The Mordekaiser is with us, ulting the enemy jungler, Lilia. Doesn't dodge the ult. We're almost getting the kill on the Lucian, getting the flash out. I'm really not good on those short calls on the team fights. It's too fast for me. And this is why I'm not playing these champions. It's just too fast. We get the Ashe ultimate. We're trying to go for the Lilia. We see the enemy Yone going in from the side. Managed to actually kill the Ashe. This dude just tilted. Look at the Yone ult. This guy's just tilted. He knows that it doesn't matter. Even if I will hit the ult, he will dodge it. I will just close the gap between us. You know what? Yeah. Okay. Wait. Look at that again. He actually just... Where is his E? Why is he... Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah. I was sure that he pressed ult and it allowed him to stay here and then not go back to his E, but never mind. Anyways, we're going back to the fight. We see the Gangplank. We have our W up, if I'm not mistaken, because we're playing on the low cooldown. We're getting the WQ. We have our E back here. And another E on the Lucian. Plus 1k for us. 2-second cooldown E. 3-second cooldown Q. Huge wave clear. Insane team fighting. You can just constantly have your shadow in the fight, proccing the Conqueror procs, and then whenever someone is half health, you just W in, ult him, pop him, try to get out of the fight, and then look for the next target. And then again, we're going towards the side lanes. We're getting the Gromp on the wave because great wave clear. We're going for the top. We're currently sitting at 222 CS, 21 minutes in. WQ on the wave, another 150, half a kill right there, big. And then someone again, he has to decide, do I want to match the Zed? Alright, this time they go for the match. So, we ask the Zed, we see that the Drake is about to spawn, we ask people to ward around it, we see the Nami going for the wards, and this time we're probably going to go for the, towards the Drake, because someone is in the top side of the map, and we're trying to get the picks around it. Now, you can see that we as Zed, at this point in the game, we have Ravenous Hydra with 20 ability haste, we have the Eclipse with a lot of damage, and we have the Black Cleaver with another 30 ability haste. Cooldowns? What are those? We can just spam whatever we want. Whenever we want. Drake is up, so we're looking for pick around this time. We see the Yone. We see the Lilia. And we're trying to go from a creative angle, I will call it. We're trying to catch the enemy backline rather than going for the front. We can go for this wave really quickly because E, Q, wave gone. Ashe is going in for the ultimate, actually missing it out, a little bit unfortunate. We as Zed are trying to see who can we get. Can we get a combo on the Lilia? Can we get a combo on the enemy Yone? Unfortunately, the answer is no. The Mortizer managed to get a raid pick on the enemy Gangplank. And we as Zed, we're not going in to the fight. You can see that we're actually going from the side rather than from the front, right? So we're going from the side, we get the WQ, last hit on the Gangplank, auto attack, another 300 in our pocket. We still have our ultimate, we go for the ultimate on the enemy AD carry, we manage to finish this dude off, another 300, and then we get the Lilia. We just slowly prog the Conqueror, slowly get stronger in the fight, and consistently just dish out a whole lot of damage. We get the red buff because who cares about our AD carry? We are the carry here. We're trying to get perfect CS, get out of our way. And just like that, the Drake is gone. And then again, side lane, it's the same drill. It's just, the entire game is just the same drill. Side lane, boom. Let's try to see whether the opposing team has, I don't know, jungle to take. If they don't, we CS. Or if we have item, in this case, for example, we have 2k gold. We buy the Edge of Night because the enemy team has like Lilia, they have the enemy Yone, they have the Blitz Q. There's a lot of stuff that we want to avoid, so we're going for the Edge of Night in this game. Baron is up, bot lane was pressured, someone has to match it, and then we're going for the mid side of the map. We're looking for more picks at this stage. Look, we are level 15, level 14 Gangplank, ult going in from the Ashe, we're trying to get the ultimate, we're not in range. We see the Blitz rank, unfortunately. Yeah, we're trying to get the ult on the Lucian. We don't have enough range to do so. We're kind of griffing it, but that's fine. We tried. Happens. Even to the best. Happens. That's a little bit unfortunate because the Baron is about to actually spawn and the enemy team can maybe get a lot of pressure on the Baron from it by like cleaning wards and whatnot. The Vladimir is in the bottom side of the map, which is kind of weird after the death of Zed, but that's fine. It is what it is. The Vladimir is going in for the recall. We have bot lane pressured. Another random Ush, Ashe, ult, Altush. You know what? That's a good one. We see Blitzcrank around the mid side of the map. By the way, look at that. And are you telling me the Ravenous Hydra is not OP? AD carry Ashe, Ravenous Hydra. Okay. We're going for the plant because shield, so why not? Let's just go for it. And then trying to get priority around the Drake. Probably clearing. we have the Asher on the top side of the map this time. So there is no reason for us to go top, right? Earlier, we said, let's just go top lane, get another turret, right? But here, Ashe is top already. So let's not go top, let's go mid lane, because we want the solo EXP. This is what we're aiming for. Solo EXP, solo EXP. And exactly because of that, we are level 16 as opposed to the opposing team. Level 14, level 14, level 14, level 13, and level 11. Great play by the Zed. Look at that once again. He just matches the enemy Yon's E. So we see the Yon going in for the CS. We have the WEQ from the Zed into ulting. As soon as we see the Yon ultimating, we see the enemy Lilia out there. She uses her ultimate. We're going back to our ultimate. She managed to actually catch us once again. It was almost a second in, but no. Great play for the Zed. And this is exactly why I'm saying you need those mechanics. Another random ult by Ashe. This is just... Yeah, Ashe, it started well, but you're not hitting them anymore. You need to hit them. And here we're going for nothing. Okay. We have 3 Drakes. The opposing team has 1. We can look to close it around either Baron or another free Drake. Well, I kind of spoiled that there with the look in here, but... Let's pretend that we didn't see what's going to finish this game. We're getting vision around the Drake as well. We're getting plan to make sure that the opposing team will not have vision and they will not know what is going on. This kind of tells on us, but that's fine. We see that the Vladimir is splitting in the bottom side of the map, and we see that the Ashe and Mordekaiser are around the mid lane. Unlike the earlier stages when we looked for, alright, let's go side lane and get some EXP. At this point in the game, we're thinking, how can we close the game? It's no longer how can we get ahead. It's how can I close the game? And the answer is, alright, let's try to search for a pick. And how can we get a pick? Let's think, where will the opposing team be? Another ultimate by the Ashe. It does nothing, but that's fine. And how can we get a pick? Well, where will the enemy team be? They will be around our team, probably trying to maybe kill them. And this is why we're not playing for the top lane right here. And also the top lane is pushing. This is a dangerous spot. Let's not be there. Alright? We see that the Baron is up. We will probably go ahead. We have a lot of wards around it. There's nothing too special going on around the Baron. We're not scared about it also because we have the ward in the pit, so we know what's going on. And here, we will probably go mid, and then we will understand that we should have gone towards the top side of the map. This is what I'm thinking. Unless, was there a Drake? Yeah, there is a Drake soon. Alright, there is a Drake soon, so we're probably looking for a pick around it. We're playing around the Ashe. We're out of vision to make sure that the opposing team will not see that we're here. We see the enemy Lucian. I think that the Ashe pinged that she will go for the ult. We are almost getting... Oh, we actually have enough damage to just kill the Lucian. So this is exactly the picks that you're trying to get around objectives. Let's get a good pick into a free Drake. We are seeing the Lucian. The camera is too slow for a Zed player, alright? The camera is just too slow. So, let's look at it again. We are around the mid lane. We see an enemy Lucian. Alright, enemy AD carry. Great, 300 gold. WW into an ult, EQ, enemy Lucian, cleanse, and flash, but assassin versus AD carry. We all know how it ends. This is a 300 gold for us. The Drake is about to spawn. The Baron is already up. So that's a Baron going in from our team. We clear the wave with 1Q, wave gone. 1Q, wave is literally gone. We started the Drake, and what are you as Zed looking to do in that spot? If you would have your ultimate in here, then you would probably look to stay here and maybe look to guard the Drake. But since we don't have our ultimate in this spot, we are just looking to damage and DPS it, right? Drake is about to spawn. We already have the Baron in our hands. We're pressuring the mid lane once again. 1Q, wave done. We're level 17. We can allow ourselves to go for all of that damage. W in, ult in on the gangplank. Auto it. W back. Unfortunately, we got hit by the enemy Yon's ultimate. But we are tanky, right? We have Edge of Night. We are quite tanky. So we stay alive and we get the kill. And this is exactly why the level leads are really important. You're pretty tanky from your itemization, and then if you put your level lead on top of that, you're a monster. And here we're just not looking for more traits, even though we don't have our ultimates here, so we just clear side lanes, 300 health on E, another 100 on every auto attack. Like, let's get to full health. Pressure side lane, recall, get Serilda's more ability haste. What is the cooldown on our abilities at this point? So we have ult on 42-second cooldown, E on 1.5 seconds, Q on 3 seconds, and we're playing Urf. This is not even, it's not even ranked, we're playing Urf. We can use our W whenever we want, however we want, it doesn't matter. It will go up the next time we want to use it. Now, we pressure side lane because there's nothing to look for in the mid side of the map. The opposing team had just died. We get more camps, because why not? And here we're looking for the Gangplank pick. The dude looks pretty weak, dude. We killed him in taps. So let's go ahead and try to dive him. We're getting one combo, and after the one combo, we're looking for the dive, right? Yeah, we see the Yon going in here. We W in, we ult the dude. Unfortunately, we see the Blizzard and the Gangplank going in from the side, so we're just ulting out instantly. We almost get the kill on the Yon. This is a lot of pressure going in from Zed alone. Every time before a fight, look at that Ashe ult in the mid lane. Meanwhile, yeah, great. Before every fight, Zed gets a valuable target to half, if not 10% health, or kill, right? Meanwhile, Mordekaiser. Yeah, that's just Mordekaiser. We're going for another turret in the bottom side of the map. We have us and Nami. We can go back, but the Nami can't. We have our ult up already, and we used it on the Yon. We see a low health 80 carry, bing, bong, boom, gone. Oh, it wasn't even an 80 carry. That was a Gangplank. The health went down too fast. Conquer, broken? No. Yeah, the game is over. Lucian. Yeah, what are you trying to do? You're playing 80 carry versus Zed. Let's get a better angle for the victory. And there we go. This is how we close the game. Picks around objectives. Early on, we scale. We get the Ravenous Hydra. We try to make sure that we are the highest level in the game. We are the highest level in the game. We make sure to get pick around objectives. We get objectives, we win game. And this is our friends Zed for you. Alright, guys, I hope that every single one of you have enjoyed today's stream. If you did, feel free to follow the channel for more improvement in League of Legends. And before we end our video, if you guys are interested in getting coached in League of Legends, feel free to follow me on all of the social media links. All of them are right below. I currently offer free coaching every Saturday between 16 to 19 plus 3 GMT. Feel free to just follow, to just join the Discord, because I have the schedule there. And with all of that being said and done, hope to catch you all next time. Peace, and I'm out.